Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Smart Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Baburao from Hyderabad. Before proceeding to our topic today, an advice to you all. See, if all of you want to learn Tally Prime, GST, TDS, TCS, everything very well and get expert knowledge and become expert accountants, please follow all my videos in the same serial number order I uploaded in the channel. So in the same order you learn and you practice, you will gain expert knowledge and you will become expert accountants. And the next one, you please everyone visiting my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed, if you already subscribed, you need not subscribe, you cannot subscribe again. So only once you subscribe my channel, then click the bell icon and select all option. You will get notification for all the videos which I upload. And then share my channel with all the people, your friends as well as others who want to learn Tally, GST, TDS, TCS, everything. You share with all of them. And while watching these videos, you watch every video till the end. Don't skip the video in the middle. If you skip, you will learn only some theory part and the practical part working with GST, working with the Tally Prime, you cannot understand. So you watch the video till the end, and at the end, if the video is good, please like my channel. And in the in the comment section, you please post your comment about this video without fail. It is the comment only, is the communication between you and me. Okay, please post the comment. The other thing, next one, the last one, last but not least is, see, my channel, all the videos in my channel are completely free. You can view all the videos any number of times, whatever. It is all completely free. In addition to this, I am taking up online classes also. So all these the online classes are not free, they are paid. And that if anyone is interested to join the online classes, please send your details like name, place, qualification, what you do. These details you send me and register your name, and I will call you and I will let you know when the batch is starting. Mostly, I am going to start by 15th of this month. By 15th of this month, this these online classes, they are not free. They are paid classes only. The fees is 4,000 rupees for this time, 4,000 rupees, and the timing is 8 to 9 or 9:30, whatever maybe, 8 to 9 in the morning. That is the timing. If you are interested, please send your details. My contact details are given in the about section of this channel. You see there, email is there. Send the details to email, or my mobile number is there. You send only WhatsApp message with all your details, and I will call you. And this is the thing. And now we enter into the topic. Today, our topic today is the part 2 of the interest calculation. Already in the last video, we did interest calculation. That is part 1 and part 2. There are some more options. So we completed 2 options in that, and the other 2 options will complete here. First of all, I'll tell you how to calculate the interest is. First, you have to activate the interest feature, calculation of interest. For that, you have to create the company, and after creating the company, it will ask you the F11 features, or in existing company, go to F11, and in this case, this calculation of interest is related to the debtors and creditors only. That is only accounting ledgers. That is why only in the accounting features. So the maintain accounts is already yes, and this enable bill-wise entry must be yes, because as per the bills details only, we will calculate the interest. That is why, as per the enable bill-wise entry should be yes, and then here enable interest calculation, it also should be yes. It should be, actually by default it will be no. By default it will be no. So, but we have to enable that, make it yes, and then accept the screen. Control A, accept the screen. Now you create the debtors ledger. It may be an existing ledger also. So I am taking ledger, and see I am taking up one new one Subhash account. So if it is a new one, you create that. After giving the sundry data, it will ask you the maintain balance bill baby, we make it yes. And next one is default credit period. Generally, we give, if you want to give any credit days, credit period, then you will type here 10 days or 15 days, whatever it may be. If you type here, when the invoice is raised, and at the end of the invoice, when accepting the invoice, it will ask you against new reference. That is, it will show you the new reference it will take. So in the new reference window, that is the bill-wise details window, against the new reference, the same details will be shown there also. Suppose if nothing is given here, then nothing will be shown there. There also, you can give the days without here. Or if you give days here, something 10 days, there you can make the change. You can make it 15 days. So whatever it may be, whether it's given or not here, there you can give or change. Okay. So that is the thing. So both are same. If it is given there, it is altered there, that will come into effect, it will not now. Okay. And after this, check credit base is not required now. And then after this, there will be an option that is activate interest calculation. But see here, in F11 features, we enabled the interest calculation. We enabled, but still it is not showing the option. Activate interest calculation is not showing. That means there must be some other setting not activated. So for that, we go to F12. Go to F12. In the general details, come down, provide interest calculation parameters for ledger variances. Interest calculation parameters means settings. So interest calculation settings you provide. It is asking no. It is giving no. By default it will be yes only, but it is no. That will not show. You make it yes, then it will show the activate interest calculation. That will show as yes. So that is activated. Now here, this is we are saying we are asking the tally to calculate the interest. Now here we have to how to calculate. So now enter here. Here this is the interest calculation parameters. See here, small window will be there. This is only a simple calculation parameters. There are some more advanced parameters settings also. That is why always you have to take as advanced. So here you go to F12. Go to F12. It will be configuration. Use advanced interest parameters, advanced settings. Make it yes. So then big window will come. These are all the advanced settings. Okay. Now here the first one is this. I know already we did this. This is yes, and these are also should be yes. These are also should be yes. Suppose if it is no, you click it. Let it be here. Then include transaction date. For amounts added means calculating interest. If we make it yes, by default, Tally will calculate interest from the next day. That is from the next day bill date or due date. If you give credit period, the end of the credit period is the due date. If no credit period is given, bill date will be taken as the due date. So from the bill date as due date or some other due date, from the date when you are calculating, by default, interest will be calculated from the next day. That is from first to second is 1 day. So that is why from second it will calculate. If the invoice date or due date is April 1, so from April 2nd, the interest will be calculated. But if you want to calculate from the same date, that is from first day, same in date, here we have to make it as yes. If we make it as yes, amounts added, so it will interest will be calculated from the same day. Okay, first time being you will take it as no. And now, and then we'll come here. So rate 2%, and here month or year or 30 days month or calendar month, 365 days year or calendar year, whatever it may be. So I'm taking calendar month, you know already, and all balances. For debtors, that is when you sell, the debtors will have debit balance. So on the debit balance, you will calculate that is the interest to be received by us. If you purchase, the creditors will have a credit balance. We have to pay interest to them. So on the credit balances only we can pay. Or we can take all balances, debit, credit, all balances. It is better. Okay. And then always here, 3 options are shown. One is due date of invoice. That is, if the days are given, credit days. So after the due date, that is the due date, or if the days are not given, invoice date is the due date. So from the date, calculate interest. Then it is always means always according to this. So calculate interest due date of the invoice. Or if the credit days are not given, that means there is no due date, separate due date. invoice date itself is the due date. So no, the days are not given, but you can, if you want, you can give the credit days here also. So in that case, applicability, you have to give it as past due date. That is, past the due date for some time. That is, it will ask you the days, 10 days. Instead of giving there, we can give here also. Here also we can give. Then this will be due date of the invoice. If you give here, then it is called, so we are making the interest calculation due dates, we are making making the applicability today. That is why when you do the days, it is called as date of applicability. So the due date of the invoice, date of applicability, if it is good. So yeah, if it is for past due date, if you give days, then date of applicability. If you give it as always, then here you have to take it as due date. Okay, the effect of both will be the same. And then if you want to round off the interest, then make it as normal rounding, limit 1. Otherwise, you can give it as not applicable, means even paisa also it will show. Okay, so here only 3 are showing, 2 we completed. Another one is effective date of interest. What is the effective date of transaction? That we have to. And one more, advanced configuration. Here, if you override advanced configurations, advanced parameters, if you make it yes, another option will come here. See, date specified during entry. When you are making the entries, that is interest calculations and going on making the entries, then itself you can make the calculate from the data, from the specified date. So from when you have to calculate that, from date you can give, and due date will be there, that in any option you can give the due date. So till that date only you calculate interest. So the interest will be calculated only up to that date only. After that, interest will not be calculated. But from the date, from when you have to calculate, it's already date of applicability, due date of invoice, effective date of transaction. From that date it will calculate. We cannot change. But if you want to change that also, that is advanced calculation. If you make advanced parameters, yes, override means changing. Then only this will be applicable. Date of specified date, specified during entry. So calculate from due date, effective date, date of applicability, or any other date specified during the entry. So that will be advanced parameter we are changing. That is why date of, so from this date which we specified in the entry, so that we have to take. So here if we take like this, if we take like this, then how it will happen? Okay, this is the one. So first we take up effective date of transaction. What is meant by effective date of transaction? Suppose when you sell the goods, you will raise the invoice. Immediately we will enter the invoice number, invoice entry in the books. We will enter the invoice, but we raised the invoice, entered in the books, but we have, when sending the goods, we delayed sending the payments. We are not sending the goods, we delayed the sending of the dispatch of the goods. So the goods reached them late, or some other reason we sent the goods, but their goods reached there very late. That is, something happens due to some reasons, the goods reach to the buyer very late. In such a case, the buyer will say, so I received the goods now, so how can you calculate interest from that date? So calculate interest from this date only, apply the interest. That is, from there, 2 days, 10 days, otherwise, that is the same day is the due date. So from there, you apply the interest from here, not from the beginning. So he will ask like that. In such a case, the invoice date will be different. And after that, some other date will be the effective date. From that date is called effective date of the transaction. In such a case, interest will be calculated instead of the invoice date. Instead of the invoice date, it will calculate from that date. So no credit period from that date. If there is credit period due date will be calculated also. From that only due date also will be calculated. But if the time is lot of time difference between the invoice date and the effective date is already very late, in such a case, this date of days also will not work, because days of credit days will be calculated from the invoice date. So if the effective date is late, so this credit period, that is credit days given, are all elapsed. That is why they will not applicable. They will also not applicable. So in such a case, how you show the date of, that is effective date of the transaction. So for that, what we have to do is we have to go to alter button, then go to voucher type, then go to the sales voucher. They are making the sale entry. So sales voucher you go and then give sales. There here see automatic numbering and then advanced configuration. And after that you see before the zero value transactions, use effective dates for the vouchers. Use the effective date for the vouchers. Then make it yes. Then accept control A. Okay, accepted. Now in the sales vouchers, in the sales and purchase vouchers, it along with the invoice date, effective date also will be shown. So that effective date will be the same invoice date itself, will be the effective date. Now we have to change that. Okay. Now, so here, now here, alter button. First here we are going to the party first. We are going to the party, and then here in the configurations, we are making, see, always, and here we have to take the effective date of the transaction. We are given effective date of transaction, then paisa is also there. You will take not applicable. Then paisa will come. Next time, we will make it round off. Okay. So now, so accept this one. So the settings are made, that is parameters are set in the party account. Now go to the vouchers, put the sales entry. So sales entry, you will take up 1st June, for example. 1st June will be the date of transaction. So then we are going to the party is Subhash, accept, sales, then see here. 1st June is the invoice date, effective date also the same. Don't have to change it, we will come to it. Now, then what you are selling, you see, for example, shirt we are selling, 10 shirts, 1,000 rupees each. Okay, 10,000. Then we'll go to jeans pant. Jeans pant we are selling 15. Each one is 1,200 rupees. So 18,000. So 28,000 rupees. Or you can make it as okay, whatever it may be. I will take it previously. I have taken 1,200 rupees. Okay. So total is 34,000 rupees. So if you charge the interest, I mean GST, the total invoice price will be more. Okay, whatever it may be. CGST. GST. So total amount is 38,320 is the total amount. Okay. Now here is the, so even if you do the, now I will tell you later. Now I will show you. Here you see how it is given here. 1st June is the thing, isn't it? But here before that, before making the entry, see here, before accepting this, see here, 1st June is the invoice date, but the goods reached there late. In such a case, what to do? For example, otherwise we'll do one thing. We'll take this one as 1st May. We'll take it as 1st May. 1st May is the date of the transaction. So here, the effective date is different because the goods reached the debtor on 31st May. In that some other day, but other dates we cannot take. That's why I'm taking 31st May the goods reach. So we have to make the effective date as 31st May. So here now actually Alt F2 will be to change the period. But here we have to change. This is like a invoice date only. How to change the date? Only date. F2 will press to change the date, voucher date. Here the voucher date or 2 dates are there. One is normal date, another is effective date. So 1/5 is the original date, 31/5 is the effective date. So now we are accepting. So here, see here, date of effective transaction we have given. So date of effective transaction, effective date of transaction is 31st May, not 1st April. 31st May is the transaction. And here, in any option, 2 dates, see here, from here, it is directly going to 2 button only. This we cannot change now. Okay. Effective date of transaction, you cannot change. That is given already. So it will up to from 31st May, only 2 months time if you give. If you type to date after 2 months, so interest will be calculated up to that time, and after that interest will be calculated. That means they have to pay before that time. Okay, so that will not give. We don't give anything. The interest will be calculated for every month till 31st March. Okay, so now we are giving. So it's calculating from 31st May. Okay, so it is the okay accepted. Now we see from 31st May it has to calculate 31st May. So in the case, first in the beginning, we have not given. Subhash, in the settings, we have not given this amounts added. Yes, if it is given yes, it will calculate from 31st May. If you give, don't give that. If you give no, it will calculate from next day, means from 1st June it will calculate. So even if you give the days of, credit days 10 days, so it will 10 days will be calculated from invoice date. So this 31st May is already passed. Okay. Now we'll go to display more reports, statement of accounts, interest calculation. Then if you go to say when you are making the interest on debtors, we have to use that. We can calculate. We can go to interest receivable also. It will show current liability, current assets. It will show in the current assets. It will show sundry debtors. Again enter, it will show all the debtors. But now we only require one. That is why instead of that, you can go to ledger. All the names will be displayed. Whatever name we want, we can select. So Sabash. Here we have to take. See, first one is 1st April. There is no invoice at all. From 1st April to 1st May, there is no invoice at all. So now from 1st May there is invoice. From 1st May to 31st May, we calculate. There also no interest because 1st May is the date of the transaction. That is invoice date. But we effective date given as effective date is 31st May. So from 31st May only it will calculate. Here it will calculate by default from the next day. If you give the amounts added, yes, it will calculate from 31st May. If it's not given, it will calculate from the next day. That is, it will calculate from 1st June only. So up to 31st June, May, there is no interest because from 1st May also, it is not taken. Only effective date it will take. Okay, so now we will take from 1st June. 1st June to 1st July, we will take. So we got the interest, and here make it. You can enter the button. You can enter, or you can see Alt F1. That is details. But again, you want to close Alt F1. Always enter. So if you enter that, see 38,320 from 1st June, 31st March is the effective date. You calculate from the next day. So from 1st June to 1st July, so calculated for at the rate of 2 months, it is calculated. For example, so if you go to button, if you go to Alt G, you go to Alt Master, if you go, and in the ledger, you go to Subhash here. Here in this, if you give it yes, then it will. If you give it yes, sorry. See here, if you give yes, so it will start calculating from the same date. So 31st May is the effective date. So here we are given yes. So it is calculated now 31st May. This is applicable only for the first month and after okay. Okay, 31st May, it is calculated from the same date. Okay, so again, what we do is we'll go to Alt G, and Alt Masters. Then we'll go to ledger. Then go to Subhash account. Okay, now we'll give it as no. Okay, then accept the ledger. Then escape. So here is it. Again, it came to 1st June. 31st May is the effective date. Calculate interest from the next date. So 1st June to 1st July, it is calculated. Okay. Now, for the next month, from 1st July to 1st August. So 1st July to 1st August, if you take, so it will show the total interest. See here, it will calculate from 1st June to 1st August because the previous month also, it will show the total date. So whenever you want, give the date, the total interest will be shown. Otherwise, if you want to know the interest of a particular month only, in such a case, the previous month's interest should be transferred from here. It is only calculation. It is showing. It should be transferred. That interest is to be taken to the account. Then, if that amount is gone, so for the next month, it will show for that month only. So on 1st July, it is calculated. See, 1st May, 1st May to 1st July you have taken. So 1st June it is calculating. 1st July. This amount is to be taken to the account. Then from 1st July to 1st July to 1st August. So that month interest only will be shown. The old amount will not be shown. So we have to take it to the account. Otherwise, the total amount in such a case, after 2 months, if the person pays the money on the day of the payment, we can see up to the date of payment what is the total interest. So the total interest we can collect. If they pay, they say we will pay the interest every month. So every month you have to transfer to the account. Then you have to collect the money. Okay. Now we will transfer. So in this case of old previous case, there is one method we calculated and we transfer to that account here. So go to the vouchers, Alt F5, debit note. Then we will go to Control H, make it as use for interest accounting. Then it will ask you compound interest or not. No means no compound. So like this, we have to go to Alt F5, then Control H, then take it as interest accounting, compound no or yes, then only, and then go to the date. 1st June to 1st July, that is the first interest. 1st June to 1st July. See here, 1st July. So if you take the effective date also the same. July, you take, now take Subhash. See, same 790 rupees. From 31st May, it is showing the date, but interest will be calculated from next day. 31st May, from 31st May, interest is to be taken account. Calculation will start from 2nd day. Okay, so this is completed. Accept, and then we have to, this is the 2nd date interest for the voucher number, debit note voucher number. Then it will come here. Again, it will ask you now. Here, the same thing. Net effective date. Up to 1st July, it calculated. From now, from 1st July, it has to calculate. It is already taken this. Okay. From 1st July. And if you want to stop in August, if you give 1st August, from next time 1st July to August, it will calculate. And after that, it will not show. That will go later. And now, here we have to calculate. Here, we have to create an account by pressing Alt C. Or I have to create it. I will show you here. Interest received income, that is the indirect income, not applicable, save that. Then that will be credited. And here interest received for 1st April to 1st June to 1st July. Okay. Now if you go there, if you go to interest now, display, statement of account, interest calculation, ledger. If you go to Subhash, so 1st May to, 31st May, whatever it may be, 31st May to 1st July, if you take, so there is no interest because that is 1st June to 1st July already calculated. That is taken to account. So now it is not showing. Now 1st July to 1st August, if you take, it will calculate. See here. 1st July means up to 1st July it is calculated. From 2nd July, you start now. See, from 2nd July to 1st August, it is calculated. Okay. Now like this. And now again, this if it is to be taken to the account, if it is debited to the account, then you can calculate for the next month. Otherwise, if you calculate from July to 1st September, for the 2 months total interest will be shown. Okay. Now this also we will test out. Okay. So here, what we did in the first method. This time we make in another method. That is transferring that the debit note, configuration of the debit note, we did now. That is the first time. There is another method for that. That is how we did. In advance, we create a voucher in the voucher type, that is debit note, we will create a voucher class. That is for simple and compound, we create voucher class. For that, I will show you. Go to alter button, then go to voucher type, then go to debit note. For creditors, it is credit note. Both are same. So here, you go to here. Don't change anything. Go to class. Here. Simple interest received. This is one. It will ask you, see, use class for accounting. That is interest accounting. It is asking there. It will ask here. Yes. And then it will ask you compound or not. No. It is simple interest. Then accept. Then come. Then Another one, compound interest received. You for that also it will ask yes, accounting. Here compound, yes. Second one is compound. Now we accept. So two classes we completed. Now when we go to voucher, that is first April, May, 31st May to 1st July over. 1st July to 1st August now. Alt F5. We have to press Alt F5. There we are getting Control H going to the interest calculation, that is interest accounting. But here it's already created. So simply F5, if you click Alt F5, it will ask you now compound or simple. So you take every month should be the same. If you take simple, every month should be simple. If you take compound, every month should be compound. Okay. Here simple completed. Date 1st July. Date is 1st July we completed, 1st August. That is 1st July, 31st May to, that is 1st June to 1st July completed. From 1st August, we are taking the date now. 1st July to August. We take the Subhash. So this is for the next month. From 1st to 31st May, first month. From 1st July is the second month. So here calculate, accept. Now accepted. Now again it is asking the same thing. Effective date of transaction. It is August now. Hereafter, now, next time, it will ask you up to, for example, here, when you are giving only 31st August, we give 31st August. So by 31st August, it will take, for example, here you will take a round off. Paisa will not be there. So up to 31st August, you are given. After that, only 31st, it will ask me. Okay. Now it is transferred. Okay. Now go to again interesting. Display more reports, statement of accounts, interest calculation, ledger. Now you go to Subhash account. See here, 1st April you take whatever date you take. So we completed up to 1st August. 1st August we completed. See, up to 1st August no interest. So from 1st August to 31st August or 1st August to 1st September if we take. So we are given the to 31st August only. So it will calculate only 31st up to 31st August. See here. So from 2nd June, that is 2nd August. From 1st August to give, 1st August already completed in the last month. So 2nd August is taking from 2nd August to 1st September. So it is taking 1st September, it is taking 1 minute. Last time when you are calculating interest, you are given up to 1st August only. Ledger. Interest received. And it is calculated. Calendar month, effective date transaction up to 31st August means up to 31st August 22. Normal rounding. Given up to 31st August. He has to take only up to 31st August only. Display more reports, statement of account, interest calculation, then ledger. So we'll take a Subhash. So we'll take a 1st May to 31st August or 1st September, 31st August we will take up 31st August. So it is calculating up to 31st, 2nd August. If we calculate from 2nd August to up to that 1st August, it is completed last month. So this is taking this one. So here, if you take date, if you give 1st April to 31st March, we are giving. If you give that, it is already calculating 31st, which is not taking. Okay, sorry. Not actually. Other options we cannot use. Other options we cannot use that. So only up to that it will go on forever. So end date also, that is due date also, only in another option only, that is specified in entry, no. Specified during entry, that only will accept from to. Other cases, 2 will not be accepted. Okay, now, so that's okay. Like this, we calculate voucher, not voucher. So voucher we can take directly. Voucher, simple interest, that is Alt F5, simple interest. Then date is 31st August or 1st September. 1st September. Then Subhash, it is going from 1st August to September. It calculated. Accept. So this is completed. So like this again. So it is going on. See, from this is 1st September. So again, from 1st September, effective date of transaction from 1st September, it will calculate, and 2 it is not accepting because only for the special feature, that is advanced configuration, override, it will accept. Okay. Now, this is also calculated. And if you go to next month, again next month interest will be shown. So every month you can transfer calculation. Okay. And now we'll take up the other one. The next option. So go to Subhash account. Here if you take yes, only if it is yes only, that will be available. Next one is so always month, all balances, always. Here you go to date specified and 1 minute, sorry. First of all, if you now DAL, that interest will be deleted already. The interest issue will be deleted. Calculated for Subhash. Delete all interest will delete. Okay, deleted all the interest. And now see, already we have given the the alter button in the alter button voucher type. So here sales, see here not sales, sales. So in the sales we have given effective date that is to be made no, so that is cancelled. That option is over. This is another option. Now here, if you make it no, see already. So in this vouchers, when you are making the voucher, sales. So here already there is an entry for Subhash. 1st May 34,000 with interest 38,000. So in this case, this effective date is still showing because once entry is made, that cannot be altered because already entry is made. So otherwise, it will affect all the transactions, all the calculations. That is why this effective date, it will not close, it will be shown in this one. Because even though we disable that, here it will be available because already entry is made. From after disabling that, from next onwards, every new entry, effective date will not be available. So we'll make a new transaction there. So for example, we'll make a new transaction, voucher, we make 1st May we have given, we will give 2nd May. We'll give 2nd May, another date. So we are giving 2nd May, person is Subhash, sales, see here. In this case, see, 2nd May we have taken. So there is no effective date. So if you close that effective date disable, from that day onwards, it will not be available in the sales invoices. But old one, that will not be altered because it's already transaction is made. So again, we will take up shirts. We will take up 10 shirts. 10 shirts, 1,500 rupees you will take. And then you will take pants, jeans pant, you will take. So 30, each one is 1,500. So, sorry, not 500. Each one is 1,500. The total amount is 60,000. If you take CGST, here GST, the total amount is 68,100 rupees. Okay. So now, so here already we have to we have to take that person. So we will open this here. Complete. So in that case, in the person, the alteration we have to make, isn't it? Take Subhash here. We are making here effective date of transaction complete. The next one is we have to take the date specified during the entry. So during the entry, from which date to which date, these dates we can specify during the entry. That is why this is called overriding advanced configuration, advanced parameters. So during entry, it will be like this. So this is now you see the sales account. Go to save the sales entry which we made now 2nd May. So 60,000 with tax this one. So in this case, see when it is accepted, so new reference, and after this it will show that again it will ask you, see, effective date of transaction is not the correct. So that is from specified date. So here we gave the date as 2nd May. So if you continue, so it will calculate from the date in the date specified in the during entry, we have not changed anything. But here, from to, both will be available in this case. In the other cases, from the cursor will not go to the from field, only to field it will go. Here it is given. For example, here, date specified during the entry, actual date is 2nd May, interest will be calculated. But you can make it as, for example, we make it 31st May. So, then 1 month we postpone. From 31st May, we have given this. So, from 31st May to June, July, 1st July, up to 1st July, we are asking it to calculate this. And after that, we may change some interest rate. Here in this case, here you see normal rounding 1. If you take 3% after that, when after, see, if from specified date, from 1st July, it will be 3% per month. From 1st July to 31st August. 31st, that is 31st July, you take for example. 31st July. 31st July we are giving. So, from 31st, it is the date is 2nd May, but we are giving from 31st. So, interest will be calculated from 31st means the next day, 1st June. So, 31st to 1st July. 31st to May to 1st July, these configurations, the entry is given in the, changed in the rate, the date is changed. That is called overriding. So, and then, and here also, we will give. Here also, see here, from again 3% from 1st July, from this date, from 1st July to 31st July, 3%. And after that, next one, we are not giving anything. So it will calculate only up to 31st only. Now we see that. You'll see that one. Then go to display more reports, statement of account, interest calculation, ledger. See here. So when is the date? Here, 1st May to 31st May. See here, 1st May to 31st May, no interest. Because that 1st May is the date of the transaction. Just like effective date from 31st May. Here, during entry, we are overriding that. We have given from 31st May. So interest will be calculated from the next day. Then 1st June, it will calculate. So up to 31st May, there is no interest. Even though the date of transaction is 1st May or 2nd May. 2nd May is the date of the bill. From 2nd May to 31st May, it is not calculating. Now we will take up here 1st May to 1st July we will give. 1st July, that is 31st May means 1st June. 1st June to 31st June. 1st July. Now you take here. Here. Oh, they are not transfer. Interest is not DAL. Interest received is not there. And yes, 1 minute. Subhash, the remaining already I hope the first one is not cancelled because that is also calculating interest. So only one bill in this case. So in this bill only you have to calculate because there is another bill. So that is the interest also is showing. So here, the previous one, we have not deleted the interest. That's right. Now display statement of account, interest calculation, ledger. Then go to Subhash. So 1st May to 31st May, no interest up to 31st May. So from 1st July, 31st May, or you taken, you can give 1st May, beginning. 1st May to 1st July, you are giving, you see here. Even though you give 1st May, after 31st only, that is 31st, you are giving the date during the entry. So from next day, from 1st June only, 1st June it is calculating up to 1st July. Okay, up to 1st July, it calculated. So 1st July, we transfer the entry. Transfer the interest. So voucher, Alt F5, then take it as simple. In this case, we take it as compound. Okay, we take it as compound if we take. So this is the first step. First month, compound or simple, everything same. Simple interest will be calculated. It will go on adding to that. Now we are taking as compound interest. And then date is 1/7. 1/7. Then go to Subhash. So here, 1406 from 31st May. It is calculated. It is showing. So, what amount is 1406 is that we have taken normal rounding limit 1. That is why paisa are not displaying. So here 1406 is 1. So next month we are taking this as compound. This amount interest will be added to this one. See next one. Now we will go to again interest. We need not go. Here only do the next date. So it will be shown, interest will be shown, but we will see the calculation. ESIL. The ledger. Subhash, see here. 1st May to 1st July, there is no interest. From 1st July to 1st August, you have to take. So 1st July to, or you take, even if you give from 1st April, okay, 1st May, okay. So 1st August, you are taking. So up to 1st August, it is showing, see, from 1st July, you completed. From 2nd July, even it will calculate the previous interest, it will show, already transferred. From 1st July to 31st July, we are given 1st August. We are given 1st August, but in the entry from 1st July to 1st August only, at the rate of 3%, we gave up to 31st July only. That is why it is calculating up to 31st July only. The calculations are given. That is during the entry. First one is 2%. Second, 3% from 1st July to 31st July I have given. That's why it is calculating from 31st July only. The 1st August is not taking. Even if you do 1st May to 31st March will give. Even then, we are given up to 1st May to 31st March, but it is calculating only 1st July to 2nd July to 31st July only. We are given the limit. During entry, we are overriding. That is why, as per that, the old all configurations, that is parameters will be set off. They will be overridden, and the new set parameter, which we give during the entry, it will only come into effect. So it is calculated. So up to March we are given, it is not calculating. The two orders, if you are not given, due date, if you are not given, it will go on. If you calculate up to March, every month you can calculate. Okay, so like this you have to do. And this one, see here, original amount is 68,000. Original amount is 68,100. Sorry. Yes. 4,000. 1,406. Okay. Plus 68,100 is the original amount. So it is compound. We selected compound. So 69,506. So 69,506 is the principal amount now because interest is added. And on this, the interest is calculated on this. 69,506 on that interest is calculated. Okay. Like that. So now this also we can transfer. We can transfer. If you want to transfer, how will you transfer? So go to voucher, Alt F5. It will ask you once compound, every month you have to give that one. Compound date is 31st July. 31st July is the date. 31st July. Go to Subhash. So it is showing 2086. So it is transferred to the account. Okay. So completed. Now we see the interest again. Display statement of account, principal interest, less ledger. Go to that. Now you go to 1st May to 31st August you give. No interest because 31st July it is completed. After that, it will not calculate since we gave in the during the entry the end date also to 31st July. So only up to 31st July. After that, it will not calculate. Okay. So this is about the topic today. That is calculation of interest. So I hope you understood well. If you want, you can see the video once again and you can understand, see the calculations for yourself. You also practice the calculations. If you have any doubt, even if you go through the video again, if still you have doubts, all these doubts you post in the comments section. Then all the doubts of all the people I will take up. I will make one separate video for clarification of all the doubts. Okay. So I believe you all get the good knowledge and become expert accountants. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. We'll meet in the next video. Bye.